My name is Jimmy.
What's up, you guys? Jimmy here with another review for Once Upon a Time. And this is the third episode, and it's titled Quite a Common Fairy. Just like the title says, and this is also a spoiler alert, Tinkerbell makes an appearance in this episode. I mean, it was pretty much gonna happen because, come on, season 3 was gonna be about Neverland. And she's actually played by the same girl that played the Yellow RPM Ranger. Never watched Power Rangers RPM, so I thought I'd want to tell some of you, because probably a few of you know what Power Rangers are, or I mean, watched Power Rangers RPM. But in this episode, Emma and the gang, they're trying to follow the map, but Pan's camp keeps on moving around, so they can't really catch up to them. So Hook suggests that they go to ask Tinkerbell for help and the pixie dust, and also David thinks that the pixie dust may be able to heal him. And we do see some flashbacks with some history between Tinkerbell and Regina. And I would say this probably takes place before she had killed the king. So, just if you want to know when it takes place. And we see that she could have had love again, but she chose revenge over love. Pretty selfish, and she would have been a lot better off, according to Tinkerbell, because she also messed up the future for that guy, who is, another character that had already been introduced. And we also get to see, after an episode of an absence, get to see a little bit of Neil's side of what's happening. And he finally gets back to Neverland, pretty much. And that's pretty much a quick summary of the episode. Big thing that I liked about this episode is the fact that it has Tinkerbell. I mean, we all knew this would happen sooner or later in this season. But, I've known about Tinkerbell making an appearance in the show for quite a while, and read who she was commonly known for. But there are other characters that I'm excited to see in the show, but I'm just keeping it to myself until they actually make their appearances. It was interesting to see that Regina could have found love again. She could have had her own happy ending. But like I said, she chose revenge over love. And a thing I just when you pay close attention to this episode, when Robin Hood is asking Neil, what is he looking for? He makes references. He's like beans, magic mirrors, ruby slippers. A reference to the Wizard of Oz. Probably the first actual spoken reference to the Wizard of Oz, because in the very first episode of the series there were flying monkeys. So one or the other I would like to see. I would like to see some Oz characters make appearance, kind of bring in Oz, and maybe possibly do another spin-off with Oz, because that is so big and so popular, it could work. I mean, we've had quite a bit of movies. We have, of course, the original Wizard of Oz that came out 75 years ago. We got Return to Oz, which kind of confused me as a kid. And it came out in the 1980s. we've had other ones. Some I've watched, some I haven't. I remember watching a Wizard of Oz animated series. I think it was in the 90s. Had to have been. And there was that mini-series Tin Man, which takes place in the future. Dorothy Gale's granddaughter, or, Dorothy Gale is the main character's ancestor. But, yeah, I really would love to see a spin-off or characters introduced in the show. I mean, they could do ones for like Tin Man, Scarecrow, Cowardly Lion. Heck, they could probably do something for Oz, because it makes sense doing a little backstory on him, like how the Mad Hatter. His real name is Jefferson. He's an ordinary person. He's not always talking about tea parties or cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. I'm just saying it would be really nice to see in the future of the show. But that's pretty much it for my review. Looking forward to seeing those other characters that were previously announced to be in the show. But I want to know your thoughts and opinions on the episode and on Tinkerbell making her first appearance in the show. And as always, for more news and reviews on movies, video games, comic books, and more, you go to bkbn.net. Celebrate your nerdom in a big way. I'm Jimmy. Until next time, bye.